I'm Rob Heath, and joining me tonight are three people who are no strangers to the Canadian music community. To my immediate left, I've probably known Joe over 20 years. He's a Edmonton boy known for his warm baritone voice and evocative storytelling. His songs blend roots, Americana, and poetic lyricism, and I believe he just released a new album. Joe Nolan. To his left is Jessie Bird, who is a Camrose girl, known for her clear, emotive voice and introspective songwriting. Jessie's built a strong reputation on the Canadian folk scene through consistent songwriting, recording, and live performance. Jessie Bird. Last but not least, Alfie Zappacosta is undeniably one of Canada's premier songwriters and performers with award-winning chart-topping hits and recording and acting career that's spanned 40 years. He remains a respected and enduring presence in Canadian music, and I think he you're just finishing a record with Louis Sedmak, right? Alfie Zappacosta. So I'm going to start this mess off. It's a new song. I might get all the way through it, and I might not. If anything I play sounds familiar, it's because all of my best licks were stolen by dead guitarists. I wrote this song with Louis Sedmak and Marty Polina. Strapped it on and laid a song the day he brought it home. Could make you blind the way it shines, just like his dome of chrome. You see, your Stevie Ray still can play up there in the hereafter. There ain't no doubt he's rocking out in a sunburst Stratocaster. Every night he tuck us tight, then when the coast was clear, he pick a stamp without his amp, thinking none of us could hear. You say, when it's way we passed the day, they put me out to pasture. Just bury me with my old LPs in the sunburst Stratocaster. He strut and sneer into the mirror for fans who were not there. The Lucky Strikes, they look just like Keith Richards without hair. I was stumped by it just a little bit until he let me hold her. That's when I found I was heaven bound, guitar strapped around my shoulder. I say, when it's way past the day they put me out to pasture, just bury me with my old CDs in the sunburst Stratocaster. Sometimes when I'm missing him, I pretend I've got his ear. I sit and pick his favorite licks and yell so he can hear. 'Cause anyway, you still can play up there in the hereafter. There ain't no doubt you're rocking out in the sunburst Stratocaster. One day you bet we'll play a duet to last forever after.
Oh man, I'm having these, what's the word? A flashback. It's so nice to sit beside you and hear you sing, Rob. It's been many, many years, and I used to go to this open mic religiously called Holbert's Cafe, and it was an open mic Rhea March ran, and I used to go there. I grew up in Fort Saskatchewan, and as soon as I got my driver's license, I'd drive Houghton to Edmonton every night and hit all the open mics, and I would see Rob there every week at Holbert's, and it was very cool to be sitting beside you. Have you ever met someone you wish you never met? Me too. Sort of what this song's about. When the summer ends and the leaves turn and the snowflakes fall, will the fire inside you still burn? Will a voice still call? Will it keep you up at night? Maybe we just didn't get our timing right. We had a falling out after falling in to love's cruel game. We were young in the springtime when we fell just like rain into each other's eyes. Maybe we just didn't get our timing right. You went out to see the world, such a pretty world it is. As I myself, I watched a girl become a woman. We both saw love was blind. Maybe we just couldn't get it right this time. Here in the city where things they don't change, I make my rounds. I go out and I hear your name echo through the crowds. Beneath the lonely street light, maybe we just didn't get our timing right. No, I ain't singing words like love. I don't say much these days. All the reasons I've been thinking of, I can't use to explain. I guess I couldn't decide. Maybe we just didn't get our timing right. When you find another kind of lover, I hope they know just how precious and special you are, gentle as a rose. When you let them inside, maybe we just didn't get our timing right. ever travel back this way, if you ever still think of me, maybe I'll have found the words to say what you mean to me. For now, farewell, goodbye. Maybe someday still we'll get our timing right. Thank you.
I have to follow that. Jeez. Hi, everybody. I'm Jessie, and what I really love is that there's a lot of unfamiliar faces. So I get to meet all of you. I'm really, really happy to be here. And the Salvation Army holds a close space in my heart. I'm a psychologist by day, and I work in a hospital in Camrose, and so I get the honor of working with lots of people from different walks of life and helping them get through really hard things. And that's what I wrote this song about. I kind of imagine, you know those posters in the teacher's office, the counselor's office, and it's the cat hanging on the branch, and it's like, hang in there, right? Yeah. I wonder if they still have those posters up. This one's called Hold On. Feeling weak, your mind can't say what your heart wants to speak. The road's been winding for far too long. Too long. I know the sunrise is gonna come. I know the heartache won't last for long. So hold on. Hold on. You walk along the sunset, catching stars. You wonder who you might have been and who you are. Your heart's been aching for far too long. the sunrise is gonna come. I know the heartache won't last for long. So hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on to the light. Hold on to the light. To the light. To the Thank you so much.
What?
It's your turn.
How the hell are you? My name's Bob. There's a lot of Bobs out here tonight. Something's wrong with the guitar here, Andy. Andy, Mr. Guitar Fix It dude over there. And I says, if this thing's not working, it's all your freaking fault. Tell you that, right? Andy, get over here. You were the one that got here late, didn't you?
He was busy fixing mine.
This is for you, man. I've got a frantic disposition, an all-consuming mission. I'm after you. I'm a stick of dynamite, ready to ignite because of you. It's a desperate situation, a physical frustration. I don't know what to do. And I don't have pretty things to offer you. No carnal diamond ring. And I can't afford these things to soften you. And baby, all I've got to give to you is passion. I've got a frantic disposition, an all-consuming mission. I'm after you. I'm a stick of dynamite, ready to ignite because of you. It's a desperate situation, a physical frustration, don't know what to do. And I don't have pretty things to offer you, no carnal diamond ring, and I can't afford these things to soften you. And baby, all I've got to give to you is passion. And I won't accept the blind rejection. You can hold inspection if you want to. Take a look, you'll realize all this madness in my eyes is all because of you. And seething, reeling, caught up in this feeling, God, I gotta get through to you. And I don't have pretty things to offer you, no carnal diamond ring, and I can't afford these things to soften you. And baby, all I've got got to give to you is passion. And sweet and reeling, caught up in this feeling, I gotta get through to you. I'm a stick of dynamite, ready to ignite because of you. And I don't have pretty things to give to you, no carnal diamond rings, and I can't afford these things to soften you. And baby, all I've got to give to you is passion. Yeah, yeah. All I've got is passion. All I've got is passion. Is passion. Oh. I suppose the Italian guys are supposed to be horny all the time, so there you go. It ain't true, by the way. So every other one man I know is horny too. Just thought, in case you didn't know, that's the truth. It's true, really. It's true. They don't, but they're not. Okay. Okay, don't believe me. I don't give a shit.
Just believe in yourself.
Yes.
You know?
There you go.
Yeah.
That's all you need is passion, I guess.
I guess so.
There we go. My sister always accuses me of writing songs about the dad that she says I wish I had. This is my dad built this guitar that I have here, and Andy actually Andy was probably very instrumental in the finishing of it. This is about the dad that I did have. Am I getting any sound?
Wiggle it a bit.
Okay.
Sorry.
Grandpa pounded on his upright keys, beating back the blues with ebony and ivory, till he lost a finger and he packed it in, closed the lid and never did play again. One day he said, "Son, play something for me." He hoped my father would get inspired. Dad looked at Grandpa and said, "I don't see how you set a heart on fire with just a box of wood and wire." Well, Dad chose brush and paint, tried to teach me art, but I was partial to this old guitar. Mama bought it, got it second hand. My dad grumbled, "Rock and roll be damned, that's just the devil who's got in your head. He'll promise heaven, but he's a liar." I thought about it, but I could not get how you set a soul on fire with just a box of wood and wire. It wasn't music damning me to hell. I won't lie, I did that myself. But when my world turned to black, of all things music brought me back. Well, Dad saw sometimes things aren't what they seem. Said if you're gonna chase this music dream, you need something to get you to the dance. Built this guitar with his own two hands, but Grandpa's up there raising his eyebrows and laughing proudly at what transpired. That in his own way, that finally worked out. How you set a soul on fire with just a box of wood and wire.
I got through that one. You hear it from the beginning to the end. That's awesome.
It's a lot of fun up here. I kind of don't want to turn around to see what's behind me and look down, but I forgot where we were. We're in the Symphony, man. This is something else, and I'm gonna do a pretty new song.
Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. It's a dog-eat-dog world, baby. No one's gonna rescue you. We make our way, all in good time. Yes, I got to the truth. First I had to tell some lies. Now the blue electrical light of the TV screen goes flickering in the back of my mind. And all the news fit the print of today. Gonna make you wanna cry. Sometimes I feel so removed from it all the war and deeply oppressed. Just watching my baby in the morning sun, getting dressed. Can you tell me who does she give all her prayers to? Can you tell me who right now? Making my way through all the noise, all the racket, man, there's so much traffic and static out there. Seems they got a name and a pill for nearly everything these days, and you and I probably have it. I got a friend who says she feels trapped inside a body that ain't hers. She's just trying to identify, confused by her gender and her world. tell me yes. Who should she give all her prayers to? Can you tell me who tonight? It's good to see you, baby. It's good to be seen. We're all just making our way through the mystery. Seems they wanna paint it black and white, make you choose a side for the boys and girls. Can you tell me what's the color of love in the new world? Got to tell me who should I give all my prayers to? Can you tell me who should I give all my prayers to? Got to tell me who tonight. Thank you.
One of my favorite lines in that song is, "It's good to be seen." That's my favorite line. There you go. So I'm proud to say I'm actually 21 years sober. I celebrated that last year. So obviously I wrote a song about it, but I one time moved to Edmonton. And I'm not trying to throw any shade with Edmonton, but Camrose is like a lot smaller and a lot more familiar faces, and right? So I moved here and I thought nobody's gonna be boss me but myself, and got myself a drinking problem. So I moved back home, and there's really nothing like it, right? The familiar faces, the familiar places. So this one's called My Hometown. Once I moved to the city to escape my hometown. I traveled along every LRT, but I wish I could go home now. Places full of strangers, nobody knows my name. But I wouldn't give for a familiar smile from a local in my hometown. I traveled along every transit line, looking to seek what I had to find. Nothing compares to the summertime in the backyard of my hometown. look into the bottom of a glass of wine. Nothing compares to the summertime in the backyard of my hometown. Nothing compares to the summertime in the backyard of my hometown.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice, very nice.
Thank you.
I'm glad you had a drinking problem no more. You wrote that nice song, see?
Yeah, I'm glad I got it out of the way.
You got it. Right.
I was just about 21. I hadn't even turned 21 yet.
Well, see, that's why you can say 21 years. I mean, you got it out of the way real quick.
Real quick.
Some of us left it a lot longer. A lot longer. I don't know what to play. I've got songs now that you start to wonder why you don't bother writing any more records. I mean, I have friends, like, for example, did some great records when they were younger, and now when they're out there and playing all what their hits were and stuff, I didn't have to mention their names or anything, but the folks that come to see them don't want to hear any of their new music. In the 80s, they played the shit out of all this incredible stuff. And so when they come up with new songs, you just say, no, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear the hits. I want to relive the 80s. So it gets kind of weird if you're writing and you want to keep writing all the time. And if you are like a radio person and things have done really well for you, remember Bruce Allen saying to some of the guys, just saying like, hey, what do you want? Just punch the clock. Give them their 12 songs and shut up. It's kind of awful, though, you know, when you think about it. Because you want to continue as an artist, keep wanting to write and do things, but it ain't going to happen. With all due respect to what's going on, you see, about the 80s, everybody wants to go and see the Doobie Brothers and all this, you know, Tom Petty and stuff. So it gets harder and harder for anybody these days, I think. And it probably was kind of the same things even in the 80s. I remember we were going out there and playing all the bars. The difference was they were selling, there was the beer people and stuff that kept pumping up the economy for everybody, cigarettes and beer and drink and stuff. It was great. But now a lot of people don't drink anymore. So trying to find anybody to be able to get record deals and to write new songs and shit like that.
It's all my fault.
Ain't going to happen, right? So I guess if we have to bring back beer and then booze and cigarettes. And then,
I guess so.
And then there'll be record companies and young people can actually record records again. I don't know what I'm talking about. It would be sort of neat.
It's probably not a good idea for me.
So I continue writing a whole bunch of tunes and have no idea where they're going to go. Can you bring the guitar up a little bit in the monitor for me? Just a little tiny bit. I appreciate it. Thank you. You know we could be famous. We could write an epic how not to do things right. Chapters of blank pages when we don't talk at all. And god-awful phrases that best anything on some dirty backstreet wall. Still our comfort of emotions has the strength to call a truce from time to time. And it brings us to these moments when the book is compromised with blatant contradictions, because there's times we feel just like this, when I couldn't imagine living my life with anybody else. This blinding haze gets lifted when the power of tenderness cut through with all its glory, and we feel its sweet caress just like this. It's easy to lose it. It's much harder to keep it in line. But there's something willing to go the extra mile. We rattled the foundation, but we set it in stable ground. We rock the site with madness, but what keeps it sound is when we feel just like this. Just like this. When the only comfort I've ever known is when the words that leave your lips say we're crazy, spending useless days spitting into the wind. And there'd never be a moment of wasted time if we could always feel just like this. When we feel we're losing our minds, no strength of direction and falling out of line, remember the moments that appear just in time. We're the only ones that could save us. We could take on the world when we feel just like this. Just like this, just like this. I couldn't imagine living my life with anybody else. This blinding haze gets lifted when the power of tenderness cut through with all its glory, and we feel its sweet caress just like this. Oh yes, oh yes, just like this.
Yeah, you can keep doing that. So we're going to do one more round here, and then we're going to take a short break. Please enjoy the food laid out, and I remind you we're set up to receive more donations if you haven't already. We'll be probably taking about a 20-minute break. So it's it's a little crowded in here. If you want to go out in the balcony, you're more than welcome. I think Sharon shoveled it off, so. Well, you sort of shoveled it, and then God took the rest, I think. Well, Voltaire said anything that's too stupid to be spoken is sung, so here goes. This song actually got me a girlfriend. Crazy Daisy caught her Lou, trying to have his Kate and Edith too. Took a Mauser from a trouser and sent them all to hell. Met a dirt nap for all three, and now she's footloose and fiancé free, and everything is swell down at the Bates Motel. By his grave there's some yellow roses, the cards sign the wench from hell. Life is just a bed of neuroses down at the Bates Motel. Well, the drunk has just one vice. He always wakes up at the crack of ice. He may look old, but he's so well preserved. Got this trick's gonna take him far, says abracadabra turns into a bar. Never been drunk, just often overserved. Don't take a dog to make a diagnosis. Why every morning Duncan feels like hell. Life is just a bed of cirrhosis down at the Bates Motel. Well, there's tea parties from the Twilight Zone, chit-chat from every padded cell, but schizophrenia beats dying alone down at the Bates Motel. Well, Meyer has this burning desire. Wherever there is smoke, there's Meyer. His favorite trick is to flick his bick. Took his flame to some insurance due, but something backfired at the barbecue. Meyer lit up like a candlestick. Chestnuts roasting, great balls of fire. A little something got done too well. Now the nurses call him Oscar Meyer. Down at the Bates, down at the Bates, down at the Bates Motel.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see.
Yeah, I put a new album out a couple months ago, and I'm going to do a song off that. I got fired from my only steady job. It's sort of still inside music, but I was playing at the Edmonton International Airport, and just a busking gig. You just show up and you open your case, and sometimes you'd do pretty well, and sometimes you'd spend more on gas getting out there than you'd take home. I didn't really get fired. They started this new program, and they're paying artists now, which is amazing. And so I stopped playing there for a couple of years, but they hired me back this year, and I wrote this song at the airport, kind of feeling like it. You know, I'd play right when people got through security, and it was like a bizarro world, like Seinfeld, where it was like the opposite of touring. Everyone's leaving except for you. Called Half a Tear, Half a Grin. 3, 4, 1, 2. Well, I have to leave, but I wanna stay. Closer it gets, feels further away. You don't owe me anything. Half a tear and a half a grin. I hate the waiting, I hate the game. I think it's my turn to play. I can't ever seem to win. Half a tear and a half a grin. Could you take good care of that sweetheart? I watch her light a fire in the dark. If I could leave you just one thing, be a half a tear and a half a grin. As I'm leaving, as I go, I'm so scared of tomorrow.
if there is a God above, someday she'll bring me back to you, my love.
Thank you.
I'm stuck. There we go. When you had started the set, Joe, and saying, have you ever met somebody you wish you'd never met? And I was like, I'm pretty sure I wrote a song about that, too. But it's kind of about how we're kind of naive when it comes to love. When we fall in love and we think, this person's it. They're never going to hurt me. And then... This one's called Break It. I always thought you were the one, but right off towards the sun. Now I know that I am alone. I wanna go home. The days are so long, and now I know you're gone. You held my heart so gently. I never thought you'd break it. I would always run to you. You never catch my fall. I would do anything for you. So maybe that's my fault. The days are so long, and now I know you're gone. You held my heart so gently. I never thought you'd Thank you.
It was a long time ago I wrote this. I don't believe it. How have you been? It's been a long time. Nice to see you again. What you been up to? You look well to me. Come down to my place. I'll pull out some cheer and we'll talk again. It's nice to talk again. My brother, he was doing okay. He worked in plastics. He made a good wage, too much pressure to be faced every day. And so his problems got carried away, and he gets to the booze much too often. I don't know why he wants to get so high. He stays up while things go down. In good time, he'll come around. Easy come and easy go. Do, 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 do. I can't seem to stop him. He just starts again. And did I tell you about the love of my life? You know she left me. It cut like a knife, another story. So you can see, though we're apart now, she's still here to me. Can there still be respect for one another? Can we still sleep together once in a while? Oh God, I'm 72 here. We stay up, things go down. In good time, we'll come around. Easy come and easy go. Do, 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 do. And it seems when we're broken, we start again. We start again. And it's nice to talk again as we start again. Oh, it's nice to talk again as we start, baby. We start again. Thank you, folks. Thank you.
We'll be back in 20 minutes. One morning I woke up to a woman in tears, and she was trying to find that something she once had in a makeup mirror. I wrote this to let her know you can't lose it in a makeup mirror. She had this raven hair, was in a cabaret, and when she saw me stare, I tried to look away. But then she winked at me with those espresso eyes, the kind that wake you up and keep you warm inside. It's not the way that she looked, it's the way that she looked at me. If I was the guy that girl was waiting to see, I knew right away that some things are meant to be. By the way, I could not look away from the way she looked at me. This morning I found you, tissue soaked in tears, trying to find that girl in our bedroom mirror. And you can turn back time with mascara and rouge, but I don't need all that. I still see her in you. It's not the way that she looked, it's the way that she looked at me, like I was the guy that girl was waiting to see. I knew right away some things are meant to be. By the way, I could not look away from the way she looked at me. So save the lipstick for you, 'cause I want to see the smile that she wore, the same one that said to me, you will be mine and I will be yours. It's not the way that she looked, it's the way that she looked at me, like I was the guy that girl was waiting to see. I knew right away some things are meant to be. By the way, I could not look away from the way she looked at, from the way she looked at, from the way that she looked at me.
Could I get a little more gain on this? A little more gar on this gatane?
That's a cigarette.
Thank you. How was everyone's intermission? Pretty good cheer for an intermission.
Carrot cake! Double eggs.
I have to tell this story because this is really crazy. I mentioned I grew up in Fort Saskatchewan, and during the intermission I was talking to some nice folks over here who are also from the fort. But I said, well, I'm actually not from the fort. I grew up kind of in between Fort Saskatchewan and Gibbons, you know, on this acreage. And this guy was like, well, oh, I grew up in a place called Hugh Haven that was kind of in the middle of between those two places. I was like, dude, that's where I grew up too. And anyhow, we got to talking, and when I was really young, I don't know, like grade 4 or 5, on the school bus, there was this really, really cool dude that was a lot older. He was in like grade 11 or grade 12. And he'd always hang out in the back seat of the bus and play guitar. And this was before I ever played guitar or anything. I just thought, that this guy's so cool. And all I knew was his name was Dwayne. He's here tonight. We've reconnected. Oh man, it's so cool.
Dwayne, the happy guy. He's happy all the time.
And Dwayne was like, oh yeah, man, I used to swim in the river. Did you swim in the river there? And I sure did. And there's this river, this place I called the Cliff, that I would always go when I just need to be alone or clear my head. And below it was the Sturgeon River, which led into the mouth of the North Saskatchewan. And I guess some strange way this song connects to that river and that place.
to the river, wash my hands clean. See my reflection, I know what it means, man. I'm faithful. Some folks call it justice, murder out in the street. Poor man laying on the pavement, policeman by his feet, but the faithful. My love waits at home, I stay out all night. Swear I don't lie or cheat, babe. Most of the time I'm faithful. Good folks go to church, sit down in the front row. Every Sunday the father prays, his family will never know that he's so faithful. Confessions in the light, behind closed doors, naked as the night, laying on the bedroom floor. Who's faithful? My love has a flower growing inside. How could someone take away her right to choose if it lives or dies? She's faithful, beautiful. Voices of good fortune, I hear the congregation scream. Priest lays down his Bible, says you're all exactly like me. Faithful, 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 faithful.
Thank you.
So I released my debut EP last year. Thank you. And this one is kind of like a love letter to all the people that helped me along the way. From, it's not easy to try to get sober when you're 20. And there was a lot of people that were just absolute lights for me. And sometimes when we're going through hard stuff, we think that we got to really yank ourselves out of it. But it's kind of like a Chinese finger trap. And when we do that, we just get stuck more, and we kind of have to lean into it and not give up on things, but give in to some things. So that's what this song's about. That's the way love goes. That's the way love's been. When you're giving up instead of giving in, open your heart, let the light shine in. That's the way love goes. That's the way love's been. I've heard it said, you gotta love yourself before you go loving someone else. I don't know much, but I do know this. Broken heart needs to know that love exists. That's the way love goes. That's the way love's been. When you're giving up instead of giving in, open your heart, let the light shine in. That's the way love goes. That's the way love's been. When you're feeling tired and you can't get up, it's in that love you find yourself again. Oh, the road is long, I'll tell you again. Gotta find the ones who let that light shine in. That's the way love goes. That's the way love's been. When you're giving up instead of giving in, open your heart, let the light shine in. That's the way love goes. That's the way love's been. That's the way love goes.
one of those. Me and Mrs. Jones. Can't do it. I didn't write Son of a Bitch. But I'll get around to it. I will be doing some other things once upon a time. Later, I think I'll be alive then still, I did a bunch of stuff. I'm doing another record with Mr. Louis Sedmak, as you well know. I let him play all the guitar parts. Just because he does it a lot quicker and much better than I am. And I don't really care, because I learned them after. Well, I certainly am part of actually writing the Sons of Bitches, but it's been wonderful working with Louis. How is the Son of a Bitch tonight anyway? I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad. We did this at the studio there. Are you okay with this? Are you strong? What a silly thing to say. I've been so wrong all along. You've been the sober one. Me, I just come undone. You live in Kansas. Well, it's a nice enough day to be unplugged from an energy that just keeps taking much, too much of what seemed a treasure trove, now empty of all its gold. You're moving to Kansas, and I'm stuck here in Oz. Oh, glorious days, being out of touch. Now here I am, watching you board life's altering, streamlined by so, and the sorry smile will last many a mile, but in time will be replaced by some witty words from yet another world that is yet to fall from grace. From grace. So it ends, I guess, and so it goes. I'll continue taking steps along this yellow brick road, and interests along the way will keep my thoughts at bay. While you live in Kansas, I'll be in Oz. Maybe courage or abstract thought will be on my new horizon. While you find yourself a heart, there's no blame in any way. It doesn't rain every day. Sure, moved to Kansas, but come visit Oz. Thank you, Oz. That was awesome. Well, there's more. I thought that was. There's more, folks. Just wait where you are. Don't get up, for God's sakes. The hell was I thinking? It's your fault. It's your fault. I paid attention. I just looked over your way. And Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
He's saying it's mine because he was working on my guitar.
Why we just keep doing this all night then?
My good friend, excuse me, Chloe Albert just cut this song for her last album. I wrote it 25 years ago. She does a much better job of it, but she's not here tonight, so I guess you're stuck with me. You ever prayed to God and wondered if He's listening? I have, but the night I wrote this, He was on holidays, I think. You only come to bed when you think I'm not awake. Every hour I'm with you, you work without a break. And when I make conversation, you haven't got the time. Like each word's $100, and I haven't got a dime. Call me the fool, but I won't give up on you. I pray every night, it's just a phase we're going through. I know up in heaven they got better things to do. That you think God ever listens to the prayers of a fool? Are you trying to tell me you just can't go on? Do I live with somebody who's already gone? I've tried so hard to reach you, but you're nowhere to be found. And I will wait here forever for you to come around. Call me the fool, but I won't give up on you. I pray every night, it's just a phase we're going through. And up in heaven they got better things to do. But you think God ever listens to the prayers of a fool? Are you tripped every time I remember how we were before? I know I don't want to live without love anymore. So call me the fool, but I won't give up on you. I pray every night, it's just a phase we're going through. I know they got better things to do, but you think God ever listens to the prayers of a fool? Yeah.
This song off my new album called Daffodil. I found you wilting at my door, a daffodil in a field of thorns. Something tells me we've been here before. Beauty and vanity, they live in the same family. You are the middle child of three sisters.
blessing in disguise or a curse. I'm not giving up. They say we're gonna lose in love. And are you brave enough? They don't know the truth of it. You didn't choose it. You were born with the music. It's time you use it. You found me mad in my newsboy cap, my father's poems and frozen hands. His heart still craves the audience. My mother, she's a shadow away from the farm she left one day to carry me all the way to you. I've known since I was a child you would find me. I'm not giving up. They say we're gonna lose in love, but Anna, are you strong enough? Wanna know the truth of it? We didn't choose it. We were born with the music. It's time we use it on love. Thank you.
I could just listen to that dreamy guitar, like I'm like checking out the pedal. How does he make it sound that way? Anybody else have a hard time saying sorry? No, see those. You don't have to. You don't have. This guy, he doesn't. He can't say sorry. Before any of my songs were released, I sang in a classic country band for about 10 years at the Bailey Theatre in Camrose, and I fell in love with Emmylou Harris. In fact, I have two lovebirds, and their names are Emmy and Lou. But I fell in love with that classic country sound, and so I came up with this one. And it's the first. It was the first release I ever did. It was my first single that came out. It's called "If This Is How Sorry Goes." Try as I might to, don't wanna deny you my love. I just don't know how to be the one you dreamed of. Gotta be humble Yes, I've been thinking about how I've been tricking myself. It's hard to look in the mirror and see someone else. But you know how far I will follow you down. If this is how story goes, baby, I was wrong. We fight and we feud, it's got nothing to do with the thing. Try as we might, we just don't seem to be listening. Just know I'm trying, and each day I'm buying more time with you. If this is how story goes, I'm sorry too. I know I can come off as holier than I'll ever be. Trying to wrangle my head and my heart, it's a feat. Each day I rise to my surprise, you're right by my side. If this is how story goes, baby, you were right. We fight and we feud, it's got nothing to do with the thing. Try as we might, we just don't seem to be listening. Just know I'm trying, and each day I'm buying more time with you. If this is how story goes, I'm sorry too. If this is how story goes, I'm sorry too. Thank you.
I like that one.
Well, thanks. Every time I have to say sorry to my husband, I just play him that song. You know?
Just a little bit more guitar on the monitor, please, just tiny bit. Long time ago, Second City was on a street called Lombard Street in Toronto a long time ago. And that's got nothing to do with anything. Except that I liked looking for a song that had something that was Lombard. Lombard. So I wrote this song, and they put it on in San Francisco. They used it on one of these things on a record and stuff like that because they thought I was talking about Lombard Street. It's apparently the most crooked street, and I had no idea. So somewhere I got a little bit of something happening in San Francisco because I wrote about Lombard Street that I didn't know existed. But that's okay. Shit like that happens all the time. But I did write it only because I was looking for something that had 2 syllables. Lombard. That sounds pretty good, Lombard. All right. Anyway. Walking on Lombard Street, its terminal is bittersweet, positively delicious for the memories that it owns. No way to pinpoint the specific day it called me back to walk along the strip where hustlers argued by the 5 and dime. Like the 5 and dime, they're gone. Memories are not so cheap when I'm walking on Lombard Street. I'm buying a glimpse will keep me riding in the back of the Strider Chief that used to take me home on warm days. That V8 would be on parade with me wrapped around the old man's arm. Startled by the tenderness that I just now recall, I suppose that says it all. Memory should be complete. See the shadows on Lombard Street. I'm prepared to pay it off in time, but remembering the subtlety are more than my emotion can afford. Now remembering costs me more. Memory should be complete. See the shadows on Lombard Street. Walking on Lombard Street. Ooh, I'm cruising.
I want to take this opportunity to thank Sharon for organizing attendance for this event and handling the food donations and the many details that went into presenting, this fundraiser. I used to talk for a living, if you can believe it. I want to thank Major Stephen and Lynette and Julian, from Salvation Army for coming out and telling us about the Salvation Army. I want to thank Cam for a wonderful job taking care of sound, cameras, and lighting. And I'd also like to thank, of course, Alfie, Joe, and Jessica for donating their considerable talents to this event. last but not least, you all for supporting Wood Music and of course, a worthwhile cause here in Edmonton. This will be my last song. Can you hear my guitar? It's out there? Okay, good. There's a certain fear people have for those who are different, but we all have special talents. For some of us, they're well hidden. This is about such a person. In our neighborhood playground, time had forgot, with its dusty old swings and its cigarette butts, was the lord of our empire on a spring rider horse, a crown made of cardboard, a stick for a sword. So much older than us, he just never grew up. The Duke of the Sandbox, the Earl of the Slide, the master of monkey bars, he was our guide. Through a jungle of asphalt, he showed us the way to a world full of wonder, where we could escape from the realm of the real to one of pretend, where we could be fearless and dream without end. They were magic, those days. With him he was the king of the jungle. Jim. We were cowboys on seesaws, spacemen on swings, built castles of sand fit for queens and for kings. With him we fought pirates and mutants from Mars, and then aping Tarzan we'd swing from the bars. He could make us believe there's nothing we couldn't be. The Duke of the Sandbox, the Earl of the Slide, the master of monkey bars, he was our guide. Through a jungle of asphalt, he showed us the way to a world full of wonder, where we could escape from the realm of the real to one of pretend, where we could be fearless and dream without end. They were magic, those days. With him he was the king of the jungle. Jim. Now I drive by that playground and I see him there, still living his childhood without any cares. And I wonder who's got it, better or worse, the child who grew up but life brought down to earth, or the Duke of the Sandbox, the Earl of the Slide, the master of monkey bars, he was our guide. Through a jungle of asphalt, he showed us the way to a world full of wonder, where we could escape from the realm of the real to one of pretend, where we could be fearless and dream without end. They were magic, those days. With him he was the king of the jungle. Jim. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Rob for inviting me, but inviting all of us here and sharing this space and opportunity to support, an organization that can always use support, and using music as a channel to recognize that. So thank you very much. And it's been a pleasure sitting here and sharing these songs. And thank you to all of you. I'm gonna write a song I wrote for an Edmonton legend. And I mentioned that when I got my driver's license at 16, I'd drive 40 minutes or an hour every night on school nights and play any open mic I could. And we got dial-up internet when I was like 16 or something. My dad brought home one of those big orange Apple computers, and all of a sudden I had access to YouTube. And I was like, oh my goodness, there's Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin and Led Zeppelin. And I stumbled across this video of this guy busking and found out he was busking in Edmonton, and his name was D.B. Buxton. And I kind of became obsessed with him. He had this sort of like bowl haircut and these crooked teeth, and he played this cigar box guitar, and was like, to this day, the greatest performer I've ever seen. And and by the time I got to Edmonton, I would ask everyone about him, and everyone knew who he was, but said that he disappeared, kind of vanished, and no one knew what happened to him. But he was seen like every night, whether it was minus 30 or plus 30 out, busking on the streets of White Ave or outside of the Coliseum. And shortly after COVID ended, I was in Toronto, and I was in this Tim Hortons, and in walks D.B. Buxton. And we exchanged numbers, and I met him in the park near where he was living the next day, and we talked for hours, and I got to hear a bit of his life story. And to this day, his music has never really made it much further than the sidewalks, but he's one of the most talented people I've ever come across. And so this song's for him, and it's called Bye Bye My Old Friends. I'll teach you the chorus. It's really easy to sing along if you feel like it. It goes like this. Bye bye my old friends, see you again. Wanna try it? 3, 4. Bye bye my old friends, see you again. Beautiful, you're hired. That's amazing. You know what? I'm the guy that when I'm at the show, I'm usually in the back, and I can't stand when the entertainer asks the crowd to sing. So thank you. 1, 2, 3. Remember the good old days, we'd sit and get high, watch the sun a-blazing up in the sky. Me and Milo, oh, we tried. I couldn't save us then, I finally realized. Here we go. We'd sing bye bye my old friends, see you again. Bye bye my old friends, see you again. Beautiful. When D.B. Buxton was the king of the Ave, he couldn't take the streets, so he packed up the van, moved out east to try some more rock and roll. It's a funny feeling when you're leaving your home. Oh, babe. He'd sing bye bye my old friends, see you again. One more time. Bye bye my old friends, see you again. All the years it took us to make our peace, through all the broken roads where we cut our teeth. Sweet, sweet memories, many highs and many lows. I don't think about the bad times, I just let the good ones roll. Wouldn't you? Singing bye bye my old friends, see you again.
Anybody feel like jumping in the snow with me? Any takers on that harmony? Yeah! Now I'm sitting here, way up in the stands. The stadium's all closed, there ain't no fans. I keep on doing this same old dance. I'll sing it like I mean it if you give me the chance. Oh, singing bye bye, my old friend, see you again. Bye bye, my old friend, see you again. Bye bye, my old friend, see you again. One more time. Bye bye, my old friend, see you again. Beautiful, thank you.
It's so funny because I was going to ask people to sing along too. And I know you can do it, so. It's been so amazing to be up here with these folks, hey? And such a attentive audience. It's so nice. Sometimes we don't get that and we're like background noise. And I just... What? Who's giggling over there? Oh, good Lord. That's the thing about open tuning. Love open tuning, but sometimes... Oh, there we go. Found that culprit. Sometimes it's just hard to... There we go. So I've been writing some new songs, and I'm looking forward to making an album, a full album this year. So it's just wild. It's wild to me that that is happening in my life now. And, you know, I never would have imagined that I would be releasing music and playing on stage my own songs, and you guys clap and stuff, and you don't throw food or anything. So that's good. This next song, it's called "Oh My Heart." I don't know if I really need to teach you the chorus because it's really easy. We say "Oh My Heart" a lot, but feel free to sing along. And it's just really, I'm just so thankful to be able to share music with all of you, and I'm so thankful for all of you who listen. So, thank you so much. Heart's been down this path before. All I got was a slamming door, and it hurt like hell. Always been the one to bare my soul, chasing down a dream of a love that's real. I'm not giving up when love dries right out like a prairie drought. Your heart finds a place to land. It's not giving up. house you built gives you the chance to rebuild. That's when the magic starts. Shame is a rock that holds you down. Your soul can feel like it's breaking out. I'm not giving up. When darkness seems the only road and it's getting cold, your heart finds a place to land. It's not giving out. Oh my heart, oh my heart, oh my heart, oh my heart. It's still beating, it's still beating. Oh my heart, oh my heart. You can find another place to start when your strength is wearing thin. Open up, let the love right in. Oh my heart, oh my heart. Oh my heart, oh my heart. Oh my heart, oh my heart. It's still beating, it's still beating. Oh my heart, oh my heart. You can find another place to start. Oh my heart. It's still beating. You can find another place to start. Thank you.
I can't remember shit. Getting late, you know.
It's past your bedtime.
It certainly is. Stella forces me to face the ever after, gives me all the reasons to believe that her love and eyes depend on my sincerity. A shakedown so complete but never ever mentioned, performance by the Innocence Ballet. The man not commanding, it's just her way. Our time is respected, my fear is rejected. Still I expect it to take me when heaven when heaven sends the guards away. That's all I got for that one there. Can't remember the rest of it. You've taken all the chances, hoping everything works out right. So much for romances. I won't be holding you every night, but I'm glad you've got it all figured out. And if leaving me is part of it, you know I'll stay out. You've taken all the chances. Now it's up to you, babe. And now nothing could stand in your way. And now nothing could stand in your way. You've packed up all the memories, everything you need to get by, and things you've seen in your dreams make you believe it's all worth a try. And now you've got it all figured out, and if leaving me is part of it, don't leave with any doubt. And now nothing could stand in your way. And now nothing could stand in your way. And now nothing could stand in your way. What can I say but ciao, baby.
Brain's going to mush, honest to God. I don't know how I got through that.
Well, thank you all.
Thank you. Rob, I keep running him in the dog park with that animal he has, that camel he calls a dog. And it's a pleasure to see him again because it'd been a long, long time, at least three years or something like that anyhow. And when he mentioned that this wonderful thing was going on and he asked if I'd be involved in any way, I was like, God damn, thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. Everybody here on this stage is just fabulous. I mean, I have to say that in all honesty. Somewhere along the line, everybody's got this incredible spark, you know, like they can't be out like 24/7, but when they come up absolutely wonderful. Thank you. A pleasure to meet you guys. For you to raise the money that we have for the Salvation Army, my God, we're sitting there talking about all the craziness that's going on, and I can't imagine. I have a hard time sitting with the armchair critics of the world that everybody has an answer on how to be able to take care of the problem that are the homeless and what goes on in this city and just about every the city that I've seen and probably the world, obviously. to see you guys actually putting up so much and doing what you can and stuff like that is the only inspiring thing that I've been able to sense in all this, really, because while everybody's sitting there talking about how they could fix this piece of shit, you guys are actually doing something about it. So, thank you, Rob. Thanks for the invite.
And thank you all. Drive careful.